test. Alrighty, good day. Today, just another fun day. Work's done. I got food in my belly, and now it's time to work on some stuff. So I'm going to be playing around with my multimeter for a few minutes here, and then I have on the bench over here, I got a few items to repair. One being the controller for a power chair. Something's going on with the charging port on it. And then we are going to check out a hospital bed that it seems like the motor controller is overheating and something's not going right. I did do the remote on it not long ago, so you'll see that again in the stream, but I want to just give it one more go, see if there's something we can do to get it back up and running for them. So we'll have a look at that, but I would love to have the multimeter display up here. As you can see, you look up there on the web page there, I got this little multimeter up there, and when it actually connects to my computer, it will come up there and display what's going on my multimeter. This was done by the code was done by James the Bald Engineer and a couple of the other guys there. I forgot their names off the top of my head, sorry guys, but thank you for doing this. So I've had a few issues with this. Last stream was pretty tough. I tried it out on a few different Raspberry Pis. No luck, but that's the way it goes. It could be the version of Raspberry Pi OS. It could be the version of Python that's installed, the version it was programmed with, just certain things not already being pre-installed that if someone was using a Raspberry Pi all the time would have installed, might not be installed properly, or something might have been skipped and you might get an error. So I'm having an issue right now where either I can get the web dashboard working or I can get the multimeter working and connected to the Pi, but they don't want to talk together. So I got to figure that out. So I'm going to just, start tinkering away on that and see if I can't get that to actually take, because that would be actually kind of fun to be able to use when we go to check out the other stuff here on stream. So I'm just going to have a look here just in the multimeter settings here, but so I might just wipe it and reinstall one more time, but let's just try run.sh, see if this will actually work. Okay. First thing I want to do is there no demo defined on here? Or did I remove it? That's right here. That's line, that should be line 26. We'll just comment that out for now. I think I might have messed up the settings file, but It's gonna happen. Let's exit out of this. Yes. Enter. Where was that other error? Line 10 on. So sudo nano main.py and okay, because there is the settings. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so that's already running. So right now all I'm doing is I am trying to get the Bluetooth to connect. I've already set up my file for that on here, but for some reason, like I said, either one or the other wants to work. What we got in here? I wonder if, like this. For some reason, I don't think it started. Yeah, we're still getting let's just go like this. Let's copy that. Oh, way too much at once. Oh. Well, that would be why we couldn't do that. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Exit out of here. Let's try run. Hmm. maybe we'll do a good old reboot. Oh, and we'll drink some coffee. I'm wondering if I should try this on my main Pi and see if I can get it going there. Yeah, I really wish I had better understanding of what their setup is that they were testing on, or whoever is installing this, what their process was. Come on. This will take a minute. Well, we're used to that, right? Okay, it should be coming up here in just a moment. Come on. All right, there we go. Now I'm just gonna try turning on the meter. Still nothing. Okay, as much as I don't want to, I think I'm gonna have to just remove that. Or see what Python v 3.92 sudo nano. Let's go to the pip file. So that was 3.92. I updated that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna as much as I don't want to. So sudo rm rf dmm. We're just gonna completely remove that from our Pi, and we'll clear that. Bring up the install process here and get that going. I'm going to try to go through it fairly quickly. hopefully with installing it before, things will actually work this time, but we'll see what happens. And so basically I'm just hoping that with everything being pre-installed already, everything updated, that this might actually go a bit smoother. But we'll see. We will see. But I don't think I'll be working on this too long. Basically, I need to get the controller and well, I guess both controllers working, so right now we're just getting those dependencies all updated. So basically it's just creating its own little environment there, so everything will be installed in there. And yeah, we'll see what happens here, see if there's any warnings. I'm not worried about the Python version there. I can always adjust that after and change that 3.92, and then that'll get rid of that error. But yes. Okay. So sudo move settings .py template to settings. Oh. Sudo move settings to settings.py. There we go. Okay. Then sudo nano settings .py. We want to go. We want class OBS to be true. We're not going to play with anything else in there. And we're going to go Python 3. And oh, we might have to maybe. I just need to get the ID from the multimeter. So hopefully this should bring that up. There it is. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna copy that, and then I'm gonna go to CD meters, and then CD MP 7300026, and then I will go sudo nano MP B, and then enter. And we're just going to go down to the address here. Delete that guy out. Okay. Control X, yes, enter. And oh, gotta get back into the right directory. Oh, now we want to go run sh. Okay, it says it's already in use. Bluetooth is not connected yet. I've already added user Pi to BLE. Okay, let's just reboot that and see where we go from there. And I'll drink more coffee while that's doing its thing. Should have like some music I can play while I'm drinking coffee. Then music would be playing all the time too. it really does help if I have the microphone on. Anyways, we got the multimeter working. I tested it, turned it off, turned it back on. We've got it running. About time. So this Raspberry Pi will go and live in my little Pi nest, whatever you want to call it. It's just a bunch of Pis doing different things. So that's going to be pretty cool. So this Pi will be dedicated to that for now. And then if I have other things to install to run little things off of, I'll probably just do it off of that board. I don't know what I did differently this time that I didn't do the last 50 times. I really don't know. But since it's working, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to change anything else, except for at some point here, I will go in and I will get the multimeter display to be a little bit different, customize it for the channel here, and have some fun with it. So with that being said, I think now we're going to start working on, I do believe we're going to work on the power chair controller first. And then from there, we'll go ahead and work on the hospital bed part, which if I don't get to that one tonight, we can do that tomorrow night. We'll do some more repairing on that just because it is its own little beast on its own. I do have a motor around here that we can use to control and kind of do a thing with that. So that'll fill up the workbench here and we can have things going. So I'm going to just start getting cameras on here, and we will then bring over this guy right here. So this is the one that we'll be working on. I'll give you a close-up view here in just a moment here. I just got to get my camera to, well, be nice here. So give me one moment here while we get that set up. I just got to quit this guy. We're gonna go ahead and turn this guy off, turn on this guy, and then we will exit out of here. And I honestly don't know if there's a better way to get this guy, my top down, working, but hey, it works for now. So this is the controller that we're going to be taking apart. Yeah, so I have dealt with this unit before. The person that this belongs to is really rough. So you got to remember, when you are old, trying to plug in a jack to here can be a little bit of an issue at times. So for, normal people, well, with steady hands and good eyes and, everything, it's not a problem. But sometimes this port is hard to plug a jack into. So unfortunately, they can't do it. So they end up bending things and causing all sorts of issues. And all right, what do we got here? I need base security ones. Okay, no, there's Torx. Torx? It's not Torx. What is that? It's the other one. Let me grab some tools. Other Torx. So I usually bring the stuff like this home with me, just because I do have a bench here. I'm able to, turn on more lights and whatever I need to be able to see a little bit better. Get this cord out of the way here. That's going to be for, I another camera angle that I'm kind of working on in my spare time. I've got another camera that I want to connect and have another view for you guys. But all right, so we need the Torx. Looks like someone was already in here. What is that? T10? T10? Ah, yeah, T10. Maybe? Oh, like I know what I was doing there. So it is a Torx T10. So we've got 3 of them on here, 1 up here and 2 at the bottom here. We'll remove those and we'll have a look and see what's going on in the inside here. This one might just need an actual charge port repair, complete swap. It's been probably damaged and there's been arcing. I wouldn't doubt it from the charger being plugged in and off and on, and yeah. So to me, I think yeah, these aren't even in properly here. We'll just, I guess I can turn, oh here, get this a little darker for you guys, but I need it brighter because, you know, I'm old now, and when you're old you need as much light as you can get. Right, well, that makes me happy. I'm glad I got that multimeter working, so we can use that in the streams so you guys are able to actually see what I'm seeing. And I wanted this multi-comp one. I'd ordered it and then found the Bald Engineer's review on it and then his Python code. I'm like, awesome. I was just happy enough to have it connect to my phone, so when I'm at work I can you know, you can get in some pretty awkward spots, and it's just nice to be able to have something that you can have someone check on while you're that's all you're giving me? That is all you're giving me, eh? And it's like, here, let's give you some more screws to undo here. So I gotta print out some more trays for screws. Like, I love trays. Right. Here, just untightening them, and then I'll flip it over, use the other side for just loosening everything off here. So 3 screws on the outer shell, then this one. There's this little gasket here that'll have to come off. And we should be able to have access to the unit on the inside here. I noticed that there was no damage to the port though. That's why I'm taking it apart. Maybe there's something going on the inside that we're not aware of. So it's always good to check out to see if there's anything happening. Always make your little rows. This time I'm not making a diagram for it. I only do that on stuff that really needs it, or there's lots of screws to deal with. And these are usually pretty standard, the sizes that come out of here. So as long as you know that this pile is for this casing, this pile's for your other the plastic casing, then you're kind of pretty good there, because then you don't have to worry about actually messing anything up. But when you start getting like 4 or 5 different screw sizes, it's good to kind of make a little diagram to see if you can actually keep them all organized, and that way all the screws go back where they belong. I always thought it was funny, half these devices, the screws almost outweigh the weight of everything else. So it's kind of funny in my books, you know. So MSRP at our shop for one of these controllers is $1,100 Canadian, and that's why it's at home on my workbench versus the client ordering another one. Again, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, all these repairs are done free of charge when it comes to them being worked on at home. I don't make commission on any of my repairs. I just have to fix it, right? So why not fix it at home for free than at the shop where I don't have the equipment to do that? So the option at the shop is to sell them a new controller. But since I have my business registered, I can actually do this. Okay, so we've got that there, got that there. I'm just going to unplug the controller here now. So I'm just going to get this guy out, and looking at it, the orientation of the ribbon cable, which way it's going. And I'm pointing this out as I'm doing this because when it comes time, if I forget for any reason, then I have something to kind of scroll back on and know exactly what's going on. All right, so what do we have here? We got a long ways to go to get to that bottom where all the wires are. I'm just gonna go on here. No, just a little visual inspection. We do have capacitors and diodes, resistors. I would love to. What's that? T whatever it is. No, it's the T next size down, or 2 sizes down. One more size down. So what is that? T20? T20 it is. All right. And always check when you're removing screws and that, how tight it is. I always thought it was funny. I just started riding bikes, right? So when it came to riding bikes, a lot of the manufacturers would have these really strict torque specs, and I always thought it was funny because in electronics, you know, the rule is tighten it. After you hear the first crunch of plastic, back it off half a turn. That's kind of different, but I hear so many people say that. But I would love to actually have like a torque wrench gauge, so I could go around and test what strength or what torque these guys are all set at. I'm just going to try to keep everything somewhat together here. Oh, right. This one here off. Bumping off 2 screws there. Well, that's different. So this one actually has like this rubber like pressure gasket for holding the board down. That go to that. Then it goes to, so is that ground right here? Bet you that's ground. Huh. That's different. All right, now we'll just get this one out. We'll pull this up. I'm not seeing any other screws. Oh, that up. It's gonna be the left side. The other one's gonna be the right side. Screws all together here. I have those just on this side here. So that way we can actually keep track. So we're just going to be building our way back this way when we go to put it back together. So we're using a T10 and a T20 Torx. Hopefully we should be able to pop this up, get to that charge port here, but I think we have to angle it. There is a bunch of transistors and that underneath here, so I want to look at that, but I want to mainly look at the charge port here. Oh, that's so tight. Why? Why are you so tight? Come up. I knew you could. So I like that design for their cable holder. They've actually made that a part of it. That's pretty decent. All right, so I need to get this gasket off. All right, that's dirty. There we go. That's all it takes. And then we can have a look underneath here. Right here. This is the side I want to have a look at here. So we've got the two capacitors here. So what I'm going to do is I will run some trace or continuity tests on the cable here, and then as well as on the plug here. I'm not going to desolder it quite yet. On the inside here, I did not notice any damage. This is where that microscope I had would be great. But we would be able to really not that much to these boards, eh? But that's going to be... I forget exactly what this controller was doing, if it was just the charge port not working, or if there's something else going on there. But okay. Okay, let's see if we actually connect. Have to wait a moment here. I think that's what, maybe it takes a minute no matter what you do. Come on. No idea why that's taking so long. Okay. Want to go into each one. Oh, now it wants to pick up. Nothing shorted here. mean, actually, while I have you up, what do we have here? Take a picture of that with my phone. I want to see exactly what that is. That way, if we can crack out the tester for those, but I don't think that's where the issue lies. But if we need to, man, these are terrible to work with. Okay. Took a picture of that just for reference. In case we do have to order replacement parts. Want to check if we have proper connection here. Okay. Because the cable's so thick on here, it can be a pain. Flopping around, you know. Try it this way. Third one here. Check nothing shorted out. Okay. Seeing anything? So I wonder if we should just replace that connector. I'm not seeing anything wrong with it, but we can't really test too much with it. Not seeing anything else that looks damaged on the board. Anyone got a schematic for this guy? Probably not, eh? Love all the leftover flux on it, though. actually... Hard to tell. I can't tell if there's anything wrong with this cap here. I'd have to pull this one. Well, I will say I do love having that multimeter up on the screen here. That's pretty damn cool. I'm just glad after 3 days of trying to get it going, we finally got it going. That was a bit of a pain in the butt, but you know what? It happens. These pins are almost long enough. I wonder if... No, I don't have any... I wonder if my Micronta would be able to... I think I gotta take I want to take those out at some point. I think the main thing, what I'm gonna have to do is do a little bit more diagnostics at work and see exactly what this guy's doing. Where's the hospital bed controller over here? I know exactly what it's doing, and we can actually power that up. This we can. So I figured we'd come in, check it over, see if there's any actual physical damage to the board. But we're not seeing anything on here. So to me, we don't really have to worry about that. So I'm just going to turn that guy off. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just put it back together for tonight, this one. Now that I've gotten to open it up and see that there is no actual physical damage on it, we can then go ahead and do some more work with it tomorrow. So I'll take it back to work tomorrow, I'll plug it in. I didn't have time today to do it, so we'll do that. We'll run some different chargers through it, and yeah, what I might even do is, I don't even think I have a charger here. Got all sorts of broken stuff. I could probably make one. It would be just be nice to have a test rig that we could take these ends here, plug them into, be able to show output voltages and just different draw and amperage that each side's pulling. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so we're gonna go ahead, slide her back together, take it to work tomorrow, and we'll just carry on with the other guy there. Get this guy down in. And I really just hate these cables here. They're just a pain in my butt. Really, they are. And then we got this guy to go on. You believe this is the right side up? Maybe. Maybe. Try it. If it doesn't work, we will flip it over. Right? Right. Fair enough. True story. I'm quite happy with that. Why is... I think I might have to flip this. Oh wait, watch me take it off. Which side I put down? Go like this. Like this. We'll start this way, work our way around. That seems to fit a lot nicer. And we'll pop this guy over. Slides into place properly. So on this guy, more data definitely needed. There we go. That's that guy. Pop this guy in the right side, this guy in the left side. Punch it down. Oh, so that's just... So is that silicone? Why would they do that? Kind of a weird setup. I guess it'll move heat, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna put this back together. So tomorrow night, what I think I'm gonna do is, I haven't had a game night yet. I want to just have a night to chill and play some either Raspberry Pi games or some NES games, do some retro gaming. I haven't done any in a while, but we might just do more Raspberry Pi projects instead. Now that we have the multimeter working, I don't have to worry about that. But we do have our streaming Raspberry Pi we need to complete as well. Now, we're going to have to start from scratch on that now as well, because I ended up getting so frustrated with getting this multimeter properly installed that I ended up wiping the one micro SD card, trying it on all sorts of different Raspberry Pis to see which one was working. Yeah, anyways, long story short, it has to be redone. So I think what we might do is get some parts together and try to get a good rundown of what we want to do for a setup here, and try to make it as quiet as possible. Have its own controller board. That being said, I do have a company that wants me to test out one of their displays. So I think we might wait to do the 3D design part of it until then. Once again, just thinking out loud. Now we need the top controller here. And okay, so this is only going to go one way. Gonna pop that in there. Lift this under here. Pop that on here. Go ahead and put the 4 screws back in, our T10s, right? T10s? Yeah. And I couldn't see anything physically wrong inside this, so I'm not too worried about it. I need to see exactly what's happening, and then we can actually have a better idea of where to go. What I'll do is I'll take my, probably even take my thermal camera with me, my FLIR, and just see if there's any hot spots on the board that might need some attention, because there could be resistors and stuff gone, and capacitors. But how much do you do for free before you go, that's enough? That is the question. That being said, the guy that I built that 3D printed that one piece for, he's broken the new one that I 3D printed with 100% ABS yeah, like infill, and basically I did JB Weld inside layer, and then I sealed it all with epoxy, and he managed to break it. So it could be the screws, but I really don't have many places that I could mount to, right? So, and now he's messed with it as well, and you know, at this point, I don't know, I think he's got it rigged up to work for himself right now. I'll have to go and look at that tomorrow at some point and see if there's anything I can do. But I think we're at the point where he needs to buy a new scooter with a new tiller, because unfortunately we can't get tiller replacements for that model anymore. And it's an old scooter, like small scooter, and it's not worth much to begin with. But he just needs to get a new one and call it good. We tried to save him some money. He got some more use out of it, but we're at the point where I'm spending more time on that than I am helping other people, because he's calling every other day now. So anyways, I'll get over there, have a look at that. Come on, that is the right hole. If you can help people, why not, right? But that comes down to that whole point of what I just said, you know, how much free is too much free, or something like that. When do you draw the line? I never charged what people should charge for doing repairs, just because I didn't want to rip people off, really. Anyways, that's a story that you didn't want to hear, or didn't ask to hear. That's all good to go. That's all back together. I'll take that to the shop tomorrow. This guy we will probably see back here at some point this week. I'll probably try to stream every day, but if not, Tuesdays and Thursdays are still my set times, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure to follow, and pop on in and say hello. I ain't doing much. Just fixing things, making things, having a good time. So we're done with this guy for now. I'll put that in my bag later. The next one we have is this guy here. So this guy has some issues. We're gonna check it out. This is a hospital bed, motor controller, and battery backup here. The brains of the operation. And we do have that wonderful magical controller board. So here's the thing. We had another remote at work, and I actually pulled the board out. And remember how on this one there's these two buttons that are kind of down in here? Well, that board will fit in here. So we might pull some parts from that and put it in here. I'm not sure yet. But we might have to recheck these. Everything did test properly, but you just never know. We'll know more once we get in here. Have a little poke around. This was extremely hot when I went to remove it from the unit. By the looks of it, we got some really deep down there screws, so I'll have to go and get an actual screwdriver. And well, that's no fun. Thought maybe a battery or something had leaked or done something. Nope, nothing there. So I'm gonna take just a quick break. I will be right back in, I don't know, a minute or two. And I'll get a screwdriver and we will start working on this guy. All right, we are back and we are gonna carry on here with this guy. Got my trusty screwdriver. Hopefully it fits in there. Yes, it does. Hopefully it's actually catching. And if those screws are that loose, we got a problem. Oh, that one was tight. I guess 1 out of 4 is good. Okay, maybe I wasn't in here properly. No. To me, that feels like this was dropped. And we have a broken tab on the inside. Either someone was in here before, or it's been dropped and the holder for the screw is damaged. So I'm going to remove the 3 screws and then we're going to see if it comes apart. If it does, then we know exactly what happened, because that screw is just spinning in there. Unless I can get... It just feels loose in there. Just going around and around. It's not coming up like this one. So we'll just get this to come out of here. Come on. Okay. Move on to the next one. Oh, that did not sound good. I might have broken that. But looking at this, I don't think it ever has been opened because there would be a break in the paper here. So I'm thinking either it was dropped or the bed was dropped on it. Something was done anyways. We're just speculating at this point in time. But this is when I pulled this unit off of the bed, it definitely was not mounted on the bed properly. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we should be able to just slide that clip off there and pop this. Oh, maybe someone was. Maybe somebody was in here. Oh, the wife is on Instagram again. She's liked one of my photos. At least someone is. All right. So yeah, I do want to get that Raspberry Pi streaming rig done up because I would like to do a bunch more projects, but I need well, I don't need yeah, anyway. So that screw is definitely not in here. Wonder, can we open this up and pull those guys out? Yeah, all right, let's get this off there. So one in each one, fair enough. Nasty little transformer. Should be able to just slide this board out. Look here. I don't know, that looks not the healthiest. Got this. I think we might have to go through this board. So down. I wonder if we can get a schematic of this. If I can find out the actual values of everything. Probably not though. Seems to be my luck though. Every time I go to repair something, finding a manual or schematics to repair it just does not seem to happen, which is okay, but all right. Time we have 8:38. All right, so it's still early. Trying to figure out how I want to deal with this guy. We might just have to desolder the transformer off of here to start, and there. But I do see, I don't think that's going to make a difference. So on the board here, let me see if I can get in on that. A little bit closer. So there is a gouge on the board right here. I don't think it's gone too far in. I think it's fine. But I guess there's one way to test that. We can just test continuity between the 2 points. Right here and here, and see if we have anything there. So I'm just going to go here. Why is my battery on my meter getting low? Why is it connecting quicker now? What's up with that? All right, let's just see here. Is that going? Okay. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Well, sure what that substance is. Hopefully it's just flux on the board. Yeah, I think we might just we're going to I should probably just plug it in. Plug the controller in. I do have a motor that I can run off of this that's equivalent to the ones that are in the hospital bed itself. I just have to remember where I put them. Right at the moment, I'm not seeing anything off the top of my head. I think what I might do is see if I can find a schematic for this. It feels like there's something on. I'd like to pull this cap. If this guy's shot. Look completely different on the inside. Yep. So plan is see if we can find a schematic for this guy. And then what we'll do is I think we'll just power it up. I'll grab a motor and we'll see because with the motor we can plug the motor into each one of these ports here. The controller is going to go into this one here, and then we'll be able to see. So we've got the controller functions here for the motor, which is going to be up and down. So left and right, you know, it's yeah, it's the way it's going to be. That being said, we could have issues with any of the diodes, any of the capacitors, but if we take our thermal imaging camera, and I just lost my top down. I don't know why. It wants a different battery. I still got to replace that battery. Ugh. So on my camera, I have. Well, I guess I can show you once I get it back up and running here. Batteries are in the batteries drawer. That's a good spot to carry batteries, right? In the battery drawer. All right, let's put this battery in and hopefully everything comes back. Sometimes it doesn't want to. Maybe. Come on. Do your thing. Go dink dink. Okay. Well, let's play with that a little bit. Once again, quite happy that we got the multimeter going. I do have a low battery on my meter, and I think that was actually showing up on screen there too. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm really pumped about that. That's gonna make life so much easier. Because if for some reason I miss something, you might catch it. So, where are we going? We are gonna go to, oh yeah, I gotta get the camera going first here. I don't know, is this the right app? Looks like it. Failed to communicate. Let's unplug it. Plug it back in. Now it wants to update. So of course there has to be an update for the camera. Okay. Where are we here? I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. Okay, let's try this one more time. Now it's connecting. It's got the EOS utility. Failed to communicate. Okay, quit. And let's quit this. Nope, did not work. Hmm. Well, I'm not too sure what to do here. Okay, so maybe what I'll do for tonight is I will call it a night. I don't need to complete this power supply anytime soon, and the controller board here. So what I think I'll do is I will get something figured out better for my camera, as well as getting my stream set up a little bit better tonight. And tomorrow, hopefully, things will go a bit better. So just so you can see, this guy right here is what I plug into my Canon camera, and randomly it will shut off. But after doing some research, I think this is the wrong one. So it's not going to work no matter what we do. Yeah, it's going to cut out. I don't know if it's a heat issue or voltage issue, what it is. But it's not the right one for my camera. And, you know, it's just something you learn as you go along. Buy the random thing once, well, hopefully you don't buy it again. Anyways, so with that being said, I'm going to tinker with a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to get the Raspberry Pi with the multimeter software on it, put to its new home. I will then just double check, make sure it works, leave it alone for now, and we'll come back to it later on when we want to get that multimeter display looking a little bit different. So I think that'll be kind of fun. So anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. You have a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Take care, eh? And maybe we should find someone to raid. Let's find someone. No? Why is my quick actions not working? Oh. Did I break the stream? Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, let's just go and raid someone fun. Let's go. Well, until people start talking more on the stream, we're just going to keep on going and raiding the Airborne Surfer. Matt is a great guy, and you know what? Just because, it'll send him a notification. So here we go. Thank you for watching, everyone. And yeah, we will see you next time.